Hi guys, it's Megan from Skinny Fitalicious. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Megan. I am the author of the popular website Skinny Fitalicious, where you can find low-calorie, gluten-free recipes that are weight loss friendly. I am also a nutrition practitioner, a certified health coach, as well as a NASM certified weight loss specialist. I coach women and men every day to help them lose weight. So for those of you who don't know my backstory, 8 years ago, I lost weight simply by walking and changing completely the way I was eating. I literally went from being a couch potato to learning and teaching myself how to cook healthy meals and to completely revamping my diet, which led me to lose 80 pounds. So a few years ago, when I started my website, Skinny Fitalicious, I wrote about my weight loss journey and how I'd lost 80 pounds walking. So a lot of people don't believe that you can lose weight walking. And the truth of the matter is you can, but you have to be doing it the right way. So since I wrote that post, I have gotten millions of questions. I swear to you, every day, there's not a day that goes by that I don't get at least 4 or 5 questions on that specific topic, because people Google search walking for weight loss and they find my website, they read that post and they go, oh my gosh, I've been walking for weight loss for a long time and it's not working for me. What am I doing wrong? So the number one question I get from clients and from readers is, I'm walking, but I'm not losing weight. What's happening? What is going wrong? So first of all, I want to say is I actually address this question in my newsletter. So if you're not subscribed to my newsletter, please make sure that you are, because these type of things, these questions that I'm getting consistently and seeing from you guys, I put them in my weekly newsletter when I do my weekly roundup of all the recipes on the blog and the things that are going on. So if you want quick, healthy tips and tricks for weight loss, for recipe making, just everyday healthy living, make sure you sign up for my newsletter. There's a ton of valuable information that I'm sharing with all of my readers every single week. Okay, so walking for weight loss. Why are you not losing weight? Okay, number one thing I'm going to say is that there could be many reasons. So from my perspective as a nutrition practitioner, it's so super difficult when somebody emails me and says, I've been walking, but I'm not losing weight. What am I doing wrong? I have no idea. I have no idea what they're eating. I have no idea how they're eating. I have no idea how many calories they're eating, how overweight they are, if they are somebody who's always been active, or they were a couch potato, or if they've been low calorie dieting or have medical conditions. I have no idea. So it's super, super hard for me to answer that question when I have no details. So if you're one of those people who wants more information, please give me more information so I can help you. Okay, so there can be many reasons why. And I have to say this as a disclaimer as a nutrition practitioner that this may or may not apply to you, because again, I don't know your situation and it's different and unique for each person. So here's a few general things to consider if you're walking and not losing weight. Number one, what was your level of activity before you started walking? Were you seriously a couch potato and you just started walking one day? If you were a couch potato like I was, it's pretty high chance that you're gonna start losing weight just by doing that little bit of activity. But the thing is if you start doing it and you've been doing it for a really long time and you're not seeing results, you may have hit a plateau. So I know that I have a couple clients that I'm working with right now who, a couple of them where they've been walking for 2-3 years and they're saying, I'm not getting results, but they're not doing any other form of exercise. So what happens with the body over a period of time is your body plateaus. It gets so used to the activity that you're doing, it just says, okay, well, I got this. I'm just gonna put this on autopilot and I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to lose any weight. So you go into a plateau mode. So that's where you have to change it up. You have to start adding in a spin class. You have to start lifting some weights. You have to start, running a little bit or walking faster or walking longer. You have to change it up. Every 6 weeks, you have to change up your physical activity routine. Otherwise, your body will stall. So that's number one. Number two, how fast are you walking? I guarantee you're not walking as fast as I was 8 years ago when I lost weight. 8 years ago when I started walking, I was walking at the pace of a slow runner. So 13 to 14 minute mile minute per mile walks. So, I mean, I was really booking it. Think mall walker. So if you're gonna go out there and walk for weight loss, you better be booking it. Your heart rate better be up and you better be doing it for a good hour, hour and a half. And I have a sneaky suspicion that most of you who are emailing me and asking me this question are probably in this category where you're not walking fast enough and you're just kind of maybe cruising along at a dog, walking pace. So no, pick up the pace, get moving. Think of yourself as a real person who's really being active when you go out there and walk. The third thing is, what is your medical history? Now, there's certain medical conditions that are gonna prevent anybody from losing weight. That doesn't mean that you can't go out and be active. You absolutely should be. But for people who have like PCOS, for women who are going through menopause, I mean, there's a lot of different conditions, guys. There's different things that can affect people differently, especially when your hormones, for women, hormones play such an important role. So if you've got reproductive issues, if you've got any type of hormonal problem going on, it's going to be very likely you're going to run into this issue where it's really hard to lose weight. And that's where hormone balancing really comes into play, which is something I work with the women who do one-on-one coaching with me. So again, medical conditions can force you to can cause you not to lose weight. And so no matter how much you're walking, you may still struggle with losing weight until you get those hormones balanced. The other thing that goes along with this is really stress. Chronic stress, and people don't realize this, but chronic stress is such a killer. Not only does it cause conditions like heart disease, high blood pressure, and strokes, but it also really causes a ripple effect on our hormones. And like I mentioned just before, hormones play such a critical role in weight loss. If your hormones aren't balanced, you will not lose weight. That's the key to losing weight, is balancing those hormones. So if you're super stressed, or you're feeling stressed every day, day in and day out, because your job is driving you crazy and you're running the kids everywhere and you're not getting any sleep and your body's just going off caffeine all day, you're not going to lose weight until you calm that down, because your body is going to be on high alert and it's going to go, oh my gosh, I can't lose any weight. I got to save all of that fat in case I starve, because that's what your body starts to think. So number 4, if you are a chronic low-calorie dieter, and I've talked about this so many times, I actually did my last paper before graduation in school about low-calorie dieting and how it's so detrimental to losing weight. Initially people lose weight on low-calorie diets, but what eventually happens is you plateau. Your body starts to say, oh, okay, I'm used to this 1,200 calories a day. I'm just not going to lose any more weight because this must be my new normal. So it becomes quite difficult. Unless you go down to like 800-900 calories, you're not going to lose weight. And who can live off of that? I sure can't. I mean, so if you've been somebody who's been on Weight Watchers for a really long time, or you've just been super low calorie dieting, it's possible that even though you're walking for weight loss, you're not going to lose weight because your body has gone into starvation mode. And I actually have a free course where I talk about this. It's a free 5 common weight loss mistakes video course. I'll put the link in the comments for you guys. You can go sign up. It's free. It only takes like 10 minutes to watch. And I talk about 5 things that are really lesser known things, especially, among the weight loss community. A lot of people will say, oh, okay, you need to drink more water. No, I'm not talking about those kind of things in this video. I'm talking about things like stress and how you need to have your hormones balanced. So I go into a lot more detail. If you want to sign up for that free training, I'll drop the link after this Facebook Live so you can go check that out. And then the last thing is, if you're walking for weight loss and you're not losing weight, the biggest thing is, what are you eating and how are you eating? As a nutrition practitioner, this is always something that's so difficult for me, because when I do my one-on-one coaching, there's a lot of people who come to me and they say, but I'm eating perfectly. And then I look at what they're eating and I'm like, well, that's not necessarily what I would call a really good weight loss meal plan. There's a lot of different factors into weight loss and what you're eating, but most importantly is really how you're eating too. So if you're waking up in the morning and you're eating a really high carb breakfast, that is going to cause some problems with insulin. And I think I've written quite a few things actually this week about insulin sensitivity. So if you want to go check out some things on the blog that I've written on some recipe posts, I've talked a lot about how critical insulin sensitivity is to fat loss. So if you're eating super high carbs and you're eating them first thing in the morning, those are things that can prevent you from losing weight. So while it might be a healthy carb like oatmeal, you may not be eating it in the right way or the right time of day for you and your medical conditions to lose weight. So those are things that you need to think about. What are you eating? Eating is 95% of weight loss. So you could be walking 20 miles a day like a marathoner and never lose weight if you're just eating junk all day. So, really be honest with yourself and think about, am I eating as healthy as I can? Am I getting a ton of fiber? Am I getting 120 ounces of water a day? What am I eating? How am I eating? Am I eating at the right time of day to help my body lose weight? So those are 5 things to think about. So last but not least, remember to sign up for my newsletter, because again, last week I talked specifically about this topic in my newsletter, and I only give nutrition and weight loss advice now on my newsletter. I don't do as much of it on the blog anymore just because it's more recipe focused, but nutrition and questions that come up from readers that are frequent like this, I like to address them in my newsletter because those are the people who I think are really interested in getting that weight loss advice. So I'll put the link to subscribe to my newsletter in the comments, along with that free video training on the 5 common weight loss mistakes. So you guys can go check out those 2 things. And as always, remember that these things may or may not apply to you. It's really individualized, which is why I have to say that there could be many reasons that could be causing you not to lose weight when you're walking. Those are just some things that you need to consider. If you need individualized one-on-one coaching, please email me, Megan@skinnyfitalicious.com, and I will talk to you in more detail about what's going on with you, and we can figure out a plan from there. So if you have any questions or comments from this Facebook Live, please make sure you leave a comment below, because I'm sure if you have a question, there's probably at least 100 people more that have that same question. So by leaving the question, I can answer it and hopefully help as many people as I can. So bye and have a great day.